Hey folks, today I'm reviewing the Saucony Kinvara 11. So the Saucony Kinvara 11 is Saucony's 11th iteration in the Kinvara lineup, so one released every year. And who the shoe is for are those longer distance runners who prefer minimalist, lightweight supported shoes, and this definitely hits the mark. Fun fact on this shoe is that it's named after you see a town in Galway called Kinvara. I'm from Galway, and yeah, it's a nice little tidbit of information about this shoe. So the Kinvara 11 has an engineered woven mesh upper with simple printed overlays just showing the Saucony logo here. It's a very good upper. It's lightweight, it's breathable, and very similar to last year's iteration actually. And you know, it feels great to the touch. When you're out running, it's perfect and does its job really well. In terms of the midsole, Saucony has introduced the Power Run foam to this to the Kinvara 11. And it's a very responsive foam, provides great durability too. Apparently actually it's Saucony's most durable foam yet in the Kinvara lineup. Last year's iteration actually had the EVA Plus foam in the midsole. You can see here it's actually too dissimilar to the 11, but actually this year there's 5.5 milliliters more foam in this, and overall I think it's just better midsole than last year's iteration, but very similar, all the same. But yeah, look, an upgrade nonetheless. So the outsole here, as you can see, it's very minimalist outsole because it's mostly the Power Run foam with a bit of rubber here at the top and at the bottom, which provides traction on road surfaces. I suppose the reason why there's little rubber is because it brings down the weight of the shoe. Actually, it's very similar to last year's iteration. The Kinvara 10, you can see it's practically the same. But yeah, look, it's a great outsole. You know, it's great for road surfaces, dry road surfaces. I wouldn't necessarily bring this out to the mountains or in extremely wet conditions because there's just not enough rubber here to provide good traction for those conditions. But with all that being said, this is meant for, you know, dry roads, and yeah, you know, it's very good for that. So the tongue here, again, is made of engineered woven mesh, similar to the upper, and yeah, look, it's, you know, it's a very nice form-fitting tongue. It's not flimsy, and it's perfect. I mean, you don't really feel it when you're running, and that's, you know, that's what you want out of a tongue of a shoe. So would I wear this casually? Yeah, I think I would. You know, it's a very nice looking shoe compared to last year's version, which I think personally looked like something out of outer space. I mean, I wouldn't be wearing this shoe. Now obviously I know there's a difference in colour. This is a, you know, fluorescent orange colour, and this is more so a tan yellow. But even this year, I think the looks have been improved in terms of just adding leather here at the top, near the eyelet chain as well, and I think it just looks nicer, and definitely I wouldn't be embarrassed wearing this out. So hopefully, you know, Saucony can keep improving the looks of these shoes as the years go on. So the price point, these are expensive shoes. The Kinvara lineup is expensive. You know, and there's a reason for that. They're very popular and they're very good shoes, and they can be used competitively and not just for daily runners. But no, I got mine actually quite reasonable. Now, these are released last year. I got mine only recently this year, and I got these in discount for I think €80, but they're retailing originally for 140, 130 in running shoe stores here in Ireland. I think they're worth the money. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on a daily trainer if you use it for this purpose. So, you know, it's not the cheapest running shoe on the market, but definitely there's a reason why this is expensive as it is. It's because it's very, very good, and because it's the 11th iteration of a very popular running shoe lineup. So yeah, overall for me €80 is, you know, is perfect for this shoe. 140, yeah, it's expensive, but I think it's still worth it. So, in conclusion, this is a great shoe. I mean, I fell in love with the Kinvara lineup last year with the Kinvara 10, and I ran a few marathons in that shoe. It's no different this year with the Kinvara 11, although I don't think this is as inclined towards marathons as the Kinvara 10 was. I think it's built more so for speed training, interval training, and daily runs. But nevertheless, and with that being said, I mean, I think it's a great shoe to have in your, you know, running shoe lineup, and it's definitely worth the money. I'm looking forward to the Kinvara 12. So yeah, overall, very pleased with the shoe.